Hi, and welcome back to part 6 of Google AdWords basic training. This is being brought to you by Cash from datatechnologyllc.com. Last time we had gone over some reporting, so we'll be picking that up today. Just a little bit about ourselves. We are Cash Data Consulting LLC based in Dallas, Texas. We are experts in SEO, Google AdWords, AdSense, and analytics. Currently, we are offering $100 Google AdWords credit in the next 30 days if you sign up for one of our SEO packages. If you would like more information, feel free to contact us at info@datatechnologyllc.com. So like I mentioned, today's agenda is to basically finish reports. We had gone over quite a few things, and the last thing we were going to talk about is the conversion. So we will cover that first, and then we are going to go ahead and essentially wrap things up. So let me switch to Google AdWords, and here we are in our campaigns tab. Just at a high level, you can see that we had this campaign running, SQL Server Tutorials. It's ended right now. We had 2 conversions, so this is where you can get that information, and the average cost per conversion for us was $40.82. Okay, and basically the rate is essentially this essentially divided by the number of clicks. Okay, so that's a basic information. Now you're probably asking, how do you set up the conversion? So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it. One thing before that is also you can go to the keywords tab, and let me specify my active campaign. I think I picked the wrong one here. Let me do this again. And so you can see that which keywords generated a conversion. Okay, so SQL 2008 training was one of them. What that means is that you should definitely be using this keyword phrase in your website if you are not. And the other one that generated the conversion was a phrase match using SQL Server 2008 video. Okay, so keep that in mind, and let me show you where to do this conversion setup. You basically go to reporting and tools and you select conversions. One thing I do not like about this is that I have not been able to edit a conversion yet. There's probably a way to do it, but I'm simply going to go ahead and create another conversion and walk you through this. Okay, so here we are in our conversion area, and I'm going to in fact go back here onto the main tab, and I'm going to go ahead and click on new conversion. You can call it a name, test conversion, let's just say, and your tracking purpose for us, it is going to be for a purchase or sale of product. For you, it may be, you're trying to sign up somebody on a website or a newsletter, or possibly generate a lead. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and select purchase and sale, and then click save and continue. And this is where you will be generating a code for your conversion. So the whole idea is basically that once a user clicks through the buying process, they go to your website, they click on the products page, they go to the buy now page. Once they go through the checkout process, at the end they are going to get to a confirmation / thank you page, and that is the page that you need to set up this conversion code on. So before I do that, let me show you. So in our case, we've been talking about the website learning SQL Server 2008.com. When somebody is ready to check out, they will go to buy now, and we're not going to go through this, but let's go ahead and select buy now. And our code is using PayPal, but yours could possibly be something else. Anyway, so when they go through this setup and finish the process from PayPal, they will be routed back to our page, which is our main site, to this page, which is essentially a thank you .htm. Maybe it's HTML. Okay, so I may have to get the right thank you.htm. This should be the right one. Oh, I apologize. I'm actually in my mailbox instead of the website. Okay, so thank you.htm. It seems to be defaulting to DM box here. So let me do this. Oh, right here. Okay. Alright, so here's the page that after they have gone through the checkout, they will land on this page, and it basically says that thank you for your order and payment. It's completed, and you will get some information on this. Okay, so this is the page that we need to be setting tracking on, and all you do is you basically select what kind of connection. If it's a secure connection, you will use HTTPS. Ours is just open connection. There are a few other settings in here. For language, I'm going to go ahead and pick English. Also, you can set up a value of conversion. Maybe, you know, let's say 10. You don't want to track anything under $10. You could enter that in here. I'm going to leave that as is. This is what you down here, the choose text format is where you select what kind of Google logo or information you want on the confirmation page, and then you can also change, you know, the background if you wanted to. I'm pretty much going to leave things as they are and going to go ahead and select save and get code. So here's the code it generates. It says copy the conversion tracking code and paste it in the source of the page you would like to track. So the idea is you select all of this. Okay, you'll see there's a few parameters in here, so I'm going to go ahead and select this, switch to my HTML editor, and I already have the page open in here, and all you really need to do is paste this in the body of your code, and notice here we already have this see Google code for this campaign ss-tutorial, and then it tells you these are all the parameters. But let's say if I was, you know, redoing this, I would cut this out, okay, and then just paste it. Notice that it pretty much this is just a comments line, so I can take that one out, and here you go. So you save the code, you go ahead and save this file, which I'm not going to do in my case because I kind of want to leave my other code running. You close this, and then you will use some sort of upload mechanism. You can either FTP the file or just move it through your hosting application. In my case, I'm using FileZilla. So once you have this page, you can go ahead and upload it to your site, and that pretty much is the tracking. Okay, down here it's just simply telling you that okay, paste the conversion tracking code into the source of your action page between the body tags. And you also have an option to send this to somebody else. So let's say you had a web developer working on your site, you could definitely send it to them. And I believe that is all there is. There's some other options that you can for settings, and then I tend to leave things as default. Now what's going to happen is that once you have this thing set up, let me go back to my conversion types. You'll notice that a lot of these that I've set up have not been verified, so it says unverified. Okay, so that means that essentially nothing has been tracked or no conversions have been made. You will notice that I do have one in here, ss-tutorial, and this did report 2 conversions. Okay, and those are the ones we have been tracking. So that is pretty much what I wanted to talk about tracking, or conversion tracking, I guess I should say. And then let us switch back to our next slide, which basically we're going to talk about conversion. So I apologize, I missed this, but basically this is a true measure of AdWords potential. you have to set up the conversion. You have to get the code like we showed you. You copy this code to the page, typically a thank you page or a confirmation page, and then do a demo. So we showed you that. And if you wanted to see our target page, let me show you the source. If you come down here, we're looking at the HTML file now. Somewhere down here, somewhere here is the code that will be used for tracking. Okay, so that's that. And then I think we have finally reached the end. So just a recap of what we're looking at. We started with google.com/adwords. This is where you will be setting up your advertising campaign, if you will. Every campaign, like we mentioned, should really focus on a single product, category, or service. Okay, so if you have multiple products, I would recommend creating different campaigns for that category. Okay, and then focus. You can also follow your website structure. So typically, you may have separate pages for a product detail page. Just follow the same kind of mechanism. After the campaign, the next thing is really the ad group. Okay, this again follows a single product line. After that, you set up the keywords, and this is by far the most important part of your AdWords campaign. If you want to get, let's say, a lot of branding, or essentially your word out there for your website, you may want to use broad keywords. This is going to get you lots of volume, as opposed to using a focused keywords. This is going to get you better conversion. Okay, we also looked at keyword tools, including wordtracker.com, SEObook.com, and also Google AdWords keyword tool. Then we move on to the actual advertisement. You may want to make sure that you definitely put some keywords in the underlying ad. You make them catchy, and you also put some call to action, something along the lines of buy now, or special today, or whatnot, to kind of basically stand out among the other ads that the end user is seeing. Finally, last time we had gone over reports, including the conversion process that we just showed you. And then the final thing is that once you have your campaign, you pretty much need to go back, look at the data, fine tune it. If there are keywords that are not being successful, maybe there's not a lot of click-through ratio, get rid of those. I mean, and maybe focus on the ones that are working for you, and maybe even find new keyword phrases that will help you. Thank you for watching the video.